Hello children, welcome you again for another new maths lesson. Okay, I brought you something for you to eat, but you all are not there to eat, so I'll have to do this and eat by myself. Right, here's an orange with me. If I have a friend with me now here, so I need to share this orange equally, okay, with her. Right, so that to do that, when I'm going to share this orange, I must cut it into half. Okay, I'll show you how to do that. Here I did. The orange was cut into half. So one part, when you cut it equally into two parts, it was cut equal into two parts, then this one part is called half. What is it? Half. There are two halves in one orange. Did you see? These two parts make whole one. So the whole one has two equal parts. One part is called half. Right? I'll explain you again. When we cut the whole one, when we separate the whole one into two equal parts, then one part is called half. Right? I'll show you another. Let's divide this apple into halves. Okay? Okay, Pute. Now I cut the apple into two equal parts. Here, the apple was cut into two equal parts. Now you know the name. How do we call one part when one whole one divided into two equal parts? One part is called half. So in a whole one, Pute, there are how many halves are there? Two halves. Here's one. Here's one. So we cut the apple into two equal parts. One is called half and the whole one has two halves. Remember that. Now I'll show you how to divide the shapes into two equal parts. Let's say here I have a square. Shall we divide this into halves? You can do it in two ways, Pute. Before cutting that, you can fold and get two equal parts. You can either fold it in this way. Here you can see two equal parts now, or else you can fold it on the other side. Again you got two equal parts. Okay, anyway, and also you can fold it onto this way also. That's your wish. Anyhow, you divide the square into two parts. Let's see. Now teacher is going to cut along one line. Here Pute, teacher cut the square into two parts, two equal parts. Then this one called halves. And these two halves again make the whole one. How you can find out the parts are equal? Here, when I keep one on the other, the two parts are equal. So this one part is called half. And now let's see how it looks when I divide the circle into halves. So you can fold it, keep one on another equally, and then cut along that line. Right, here the circle was cut into two equal parts. The two parts are very equal. Then I divided into two. One is called half. This is the half of the circle. And these two halves again makes the whole one. Good. I will show you. Let's go to some activities on the board now. Okay? Okay, Pute. I showed you how to separate the shapes and also the things into halves. Look at the board now. Here's a circle and it is divided into two parts, two equal parts. So one part is called half. You can write half using numbers. Yes? 1/2. Why do we write it in this way, Pute? Because half means 1 out of 2 parts. 1 part out of 2, 1 part. That's why we write it as 1/2. This is the way you write half. Let's look at this video and you will understand what half is. Look at this pizza, Pute. Okay, it is also divided into 2 parts. Are they equal? No, this is bigger and this is smaller than that. So, can we call this one part a half? No. If you share this pizza with your brother or sister, if you divide it into these 2 parts like this, so will it be a half? No. So we can't call this half. These are not halves. Halves means with the 2 equal parts. These are not equal. Right. Here, as I showed you, Pute, the orange. Has the orange been cut into half? Yes, are they equal? I told you half should be equal. Yes, the orange has been cut into halves. And let's see the watermelon. Has the watermelon been cut into halves? Yes, are they equal? No, they are not equal. Which shapes are half colored? Let's see. Rectangle, you know the name of the shape. So it is equally divided. So these are halves. And look at the square. Square is also divided into 2 parts, Pute. But are those equal? No. So can we call this a half? No. So it's not divided into halves, 2 equal parts, so we say it's not a half. Let's see the circle. Okay, here it's also divided into 2 parts. One is this. Here's a rectangle, Pute. So it's also divided into, can you see, are they similar, are they equal or not? Yes, they are equally divided into 2 parts. So are they halves? Yes, they are halves. Yes, and let's see what is the next shape. Here we got a square. There are 2 parts here. Are they equal? No. Here's a big part there and this is smaller than that. So can we call these halves? Yes or no? No. So this is not divided into halves. And now we got a circle. It's also divided into 2 parts. You can see, Pute, one is small, one is big. Are they equally divided? No. So can we call this one part half? No. So they are not halves. Okay, here's another shape for you. Are the 2 parts equal, Pute? Yes, these 2 parts are equal. So these are halves. Let's see. Another square and it's also been divided into 2 equal parts. The parts are equal, so we call these halves. Very good. Now you know how to identify halves. Here's another. It's also divided into 2 parts, Pute. But at once when you see that it's been divided equally. No. When you fold this part onto here, some parts may go here and it won't come straightly up here. So this part is bigger than this part. So we can't call it halves. Which side to go? It must come here. Now let's do activities on how to find out halves. Let's find half of a shape. Now these shapes are divided into 2 parts. Now I will show you how to color one half. Here it's been divided into 2 parts. Here is 1/2. There teacher colored 1/2. And here again a rectangle divided into 2 parts. I will show you how to color 1/2. This is 1/2. And again the rectangle. How to color 1/2? Here we start. Here's 1/2. And here's a star divided into 2 parts. I will show you how to color 1/2. There. And here's an arrow there. I will show you how to color 1/2. Here's a half. You can color them nicely. You can fill coloring. I just drew some lines. You can color them nicely using crayons or pencils. And then let's see the half of this circle. Good. And here's another half. Very good. And here's the leaf. Half of a leaf is colored. And now say here's another shape. Right, now you can see Puthe, the half of the shapes are colored. When you're asked to color a half, this is the way you should do. Color 1 part out of 2. Let's move to another activity. Match the half together. Now you must find out what is the half of this part. Can you guess, Puthe? The half of this same figure. You can find out it's by a same figure. So what is a similar figure for this? They are 1/2 of the other. Okay, here it is. And the 1/2 of this, can you find it out? Where is it? Is it this? Are these 2 halves? No, they are not equal. Are these 2 halves? No, they are not equal. So this is the correct one. Here 2 equal parts. And where's the half of this? If you match it to this, is it correct? No, these 2 are not similar. Here we have 2 similar parts. And the half of this is this one. See Puthe, halves means always 2 similar parts. So it's very easy for you to identify. Right, here's another. More examples for half. This is for you to do at home, right? Now you know how to find out half. So you need to color 1 part. And I told you how to write half. That is 1/2. 1 part out of 2. So you need to color only 1 part when you are asked to color half, as I showed you before. Right, Puthe, we did many activities to identify half. Now it's time for you to identify what is a quarter. Let's see what is a quarter. Okay, Puthe. Now earlier I showed you how to divide an orange, a whole one, into half. You know that 1 part is half. And I'll show you what is a quarter. Quarter makes the whole one into 4 equal parts, Puthe. I'll show you how. So first you need to divide into halves, and then this half again divide into 2 equal parts. Here that 1/2 is divided into 2, and I have another half. that half is also divided into 2. Then how many quarters altogether? Okay, Pute, now you got 4 parts. So there's one part is called quarter. Remember, Pute, these 4 parts should be equal to each other. Okay, so 2 quarters make 1 half. Okay, again these 2 quarters make 1 half. Then in the whole one, how many quarters, Pute? In the whole one, there are 4 quarters, 4 equal parts. So there's one part is called quarter. Understood? Right. Earlier we divided this apple into 2 parts. One is called half, and now I'm going to make this a quarter. Quarter means dividing this half into another 2 equal parts. That's very easy. Okay, Pute, now we divided the apple into 4 parts. So we call, how do we call this? Quarter. And 2 quarters make a half, and then 2 halves make whole one. Understood? So when the whole one divided into 2 parts, we call one part a half, and then the whole one, when you divide it into 4 parts, the one part is called quarter. Hope you understood well. And now let's divide some shapes into quarters. Right. Here's a rectangle with me now. You know the names of shapes very well. It's a rectangle. Now I'm going to make these quarters. Quarters means you know that 4 similar parts. Okay, let's try on doing that. Here, now it became half, and then again. Now 2 parts I got. Again, when you divide it onto the other side, you get 4 parts. The rectangle was divided into 4 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, and these 4 parts are equal to each other. Shall we cut and see? Here I cut out a quarter for you to see how the size of a quarter. Okay, now there are 4 quarters in one whole one. And let's see. Can you remember we divided the circle into halves? 2 halves are there. And now shall we make this into quarters? Right. To make it, you have to divide 1 half into 2 equal parts. Here, the 1 half was divided into 2 equal parts. Shall we cut and see what will happen? Then we get how many parts? 4 equal parts. So this one part is called quarter. So now you know in a whole one there are 4 quarters. 2 quarters make half, 2 halves make a whole one. Hope you understood well about how to find out quarter. Shall we do some activities now? Let's look at the board now, Pute. Let's identify quarter. Now you know what is a quarter. Here 1 quarter means there are 4 parts. Out of 4 parts, 1 part is called quarter. Again here there are 4 parts. Out of 4, 1 part is called quarter. one of four parts, four equal parts. Remember Pute, one of four equal parts is called quarter. This is the way to write quarter using numbers. 1 out of 4 parts. Here's another Pute. Here's another picture for you to understand what is a quarter. Quarter means 1 part out of 4. There are 4 parts, 1 part. Here you can see the blinking shape, blinking one. That is 1 part out of 4 equal parts is called quarter. Another, 1 quarter is 1 out of 4 equal parts. I'm reminding you again and again for you to understand well. Okay, Pute? So here's a quarter. 1 out of 4 parts. 1 out of 4 parts is called quarter. Good. And now I will show you some more things to identify what quarter is. Here see, it's divided into 4 equal parts. So 4 equal parts, then 1 part is called quarter. Quarter, quarter. How many parts are there? 4 equal parts. And here see, again it's been divided into 4 parts. Are they equal, Pute? 1, 2, 3, 4. Are these 4 parts equal? No. So can we call this a quarter? No. They are not quarters because they are not equal. Right. Now here are some shapes, and they are divided into 4 parts and 1 part is colored. Let's see whether they are similar. Okay, so it's been cut into 4 equal parts, isn't it, Pute? Yes. So this 1 part is called quarter. And here the circle, that's also divided into 4 parts, and here one is called quarter. So here this shape, before you find it out quarter, Pute, you have to divide it into 4 similar parts. Then this 1 part is called a quarter. And here again it's divided into 4 equal parts. 1 is quarter. Here 1 part is quarter, 1 part is quarter out of 4 similar parts. Right, here Pute, as I told you, 1 part is colored out of 4 equal parts, so they are called quarter. And again it's a quarter out of 4 similar equal parts. Here are some more. Let's see what will happen now. Okay, the star is being divided into 4 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Are they equal to each other? No. So can we call 1 part a quarter? No. Let's see this. It's been divided into 4 equal parts, so we can call 1 as quarter. And look at this. Are they equal to each other? No. So we can't call it as quarter. Look at this. Okay, again, they are not equal to each other. So we can't call 1 part a quarter. Look at the circle. Good. It's been divided into 4 equal parts. So 1 is a quarter. And here the square is divided into 4 equal parts. It's been a quarter. Right, Pute. Now you all know very well that quarter is 1 out of 4 equal parts. Here's the way. Now you know that 1 part is a quarter. Now with so many activities, you all learned what is a half and what is a quarter. So to remind all what you learned, Pute, let's do the activities in your maths textbook. Right, see you again with another new lesson. Till then, have a good week.